Hi, I'm Steve Smith from Mackay Police, and I'm here today at the Good and White Library to speak about a situation that it's unfortunate to say is becoming far more prevalent. We're often being invited to come and speak to younger people in schools about what they should do should they ever be sitting in their home anywhere with a device in their hand and they receive an unsolicited, inappropriate image on their device which they did not ask for. What do they do? And as a parent, what are we asking our children to do if they're ever in that situation? Our advice, what we tell the students in the schools and what we're telling parents as well, is we're encouraging students to never delete that image. In fact, what we want them to do on the same day that they receive the image is to show that unsolicited image to an adult that they trust, a trusted adult, because there's several reasons, but let's mind down to the one that sits at the very top for us. The image which they have received could depict a child who's in a situation where they're being tortured or being hurt, and we want to, as police, find that child as quickly as possible and get them out of that horrible situation. We actually have the ability to do that. We can, using some of our technical resources, identify down to a GPS point where an image was taken. So what we are telling the children, if you show an image to a parent or a trusted adult, you don't get in trouble for that. We hope that's what you do. You're not going to be in trouble with the police, your school, your parents for doing that. In fact, what you might be doing, if that image is then forwarded on to the police, is saving that child's life. And what we say to the kids is, how cool is that? If you were to learn after an event that your actions led to a child who was in the worst possible situation being removed from that situation on that day because of your choice, because of what you did, how cool is that? The worst thing that a child could do is delete that image and tell no one, or keep the image on their device and show it to other underage children, which could potentially leave them open to some very serious criminal charges. So the most typical response we get from students when we ask them, what would you do if this happened to you, is that's how to delete it. We don't want them to delete it. They can help the child in that image. Potentially they can help them, and this is why we ask them to do that. So if you're a parent tuning in, have this conversation with your children today.